217 Recovery Podcast. It is the 14th of September, 2019. My name is Corey Winfield, and normally we do the Charlevoix Pizza Company on Saturday nights, but not tonight. Tonight was special. I was called out.
Yes.
Called out to Gaylord. Yes, out to Gaylord. My boy Ricky, who is in treatment center with me. Ricky, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Ricky.
There was two. Okay, sorry. We have an over-under bet going.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I was behind that. Glasses don't work for me, before I think.
So your name is Ricky.
My name's Ricky. Better half of Rico, if you want to say. I met Corey in Bear River. Yeah. Let's get this thing ball rolling, man.
That's one. And she was with another one. That's two.
I didn't see the other one. But
okay, we're at an establishment that doesn't pay us, so we're not going to say the name of this place. But we're at a place, yes, we have over-under going. And is this your first time, Ricky, playing over-under?
This is my first time playing over-under, podcast, you name it.
This is your first podcast ever?
It's my first podcast.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm glad it was with 217 Recovery, and you're going to remember this.
Absolutely. 217 will remember me. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going anywhere. I'm here. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you probably can't tell because this is a podcast and not television, but Ricky is of African-American descent.
I want to say.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
We'll definitely get into that.
We got some talking to do because Ricky, it's his 3 months, 90 days.
93 days.
93.
Just shortchange me.
And you got your coin, which.
Did you get your coin?
I did. Yep.
Okay. Congrats.
Thanks, man. It was my
Happy
birthday.
to share the experience.
Oh, I was going to surprise you with it.
Oh, man, listen. It was overwhelming, brother. I think it was to kill two birds with one stone. Got to see my good homie and get a coin.
That's why, because Ricky, it was a few days ago. I think I had messaged you or you messaged me, and anyway, you told me, my 90 days coming up. I'm like, all right, man, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to get that coin with you. And then things kept coming up, and life happened, and we just kept pushing it back. And then, like yesterday, when we were supposed to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't going to work out for me. It wasn't going to work out for you. And you were like, man, let's just do it tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Like inside, I was like, what? Yeah. Because I knew I was going to get my coin tonight. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to tell him.
Side agenda.
I'm just going to drop it on him. Give me that 9-month coin.
Yeah. Something to strive for.
Yeah. So big congrats to Ricky.
Right. Congrats to you too, brother.
Oh, thanks, man. It feels good. It really does. Now, before we get into like all kinds of recovery stuff, let's talk about this meeting. Hey, where was it? It was in Gaylord.
Yes. Are we allowed to say where it was?
We'll just say it was in Gaylord.
It was in Gaylord at a church. We can say that at a church.
We start the meeting off. First of all, we show up, and it was a speaker meeting. They had like dinner, chicken. It was delicious.
Chicken, mashed potatoes, almost like KFC.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
It was definitely pretty good. And then the beans were a little pricey. Definitely a little pricey.
A little pricey.
But, yeah, it's definitely good. I had to have myself. I'm a big guy. I had to have a couple servings, Went back up there for, a couple times, refilled my plate. But about 6 pieces of chicken. I didn't know, man. I didn't think it was no soul in that chicken. But, hey, it's definitely some soul in that chicken.
There was no watermelon, unfortunately.
No. And mind this is recovery, so obviously there was no beer there.
No. But yeah, so we walk in the side of this church, and we walk like straight up in the kitchen. I'm like, whoa, are we even supposed to be in here? People are like running around. I'm like, are we at the right place?
Yeah, I think I asked like 2 people that.
We were. And one guy recognized you. Yeah. Clearly, you've been there before.
Absolutely. In the morning, I usually make the 6 o'clock meeting.
Which really upsets me even more because they start the meeting with, okay, everybody, let's form a circle.
Yeah, they have.
I was like, we're going to start the meeting with a circle. Like, oh, okay, I'll get up. I just ate a bunch of your food.
First for me as well.
I'll oblige. I'll get up and let's grab hands. And, all of a sudden, the DJ comes on the mic. Yeah, this place has a DJ. He comes on the mic and he's like, "Hey, everybody, let's follow this as normally our normal tradition. Let's start." I'm like, "Normal?" So they do this every time, okay? And then they play the song "Lean on Me."
Lean on me.
When you're not screwed, I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend.
Yeah, the whole song. I'm sitting there holding hands with two dudes, listening to "Lean on Me."
But if you notice, in the middle of all that, everybody was rocking in a different direction.
Well, because I said, you know what? Right there in my mind, I had two ways to go. I could go where I ultimately went in the end, which we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Or I could just, you know what? Let's just have a good time.
We did.
You know what I even said? I'm like, we're having fun, aren't we?
Hey, I sang along.
So Ricky and I, we were killing it.
We killed it.
We should have charged them money for how good we were.
Man.
But we didn't. And instead we gave them the money, and that's the only reason. Only reason. And maybe that's greed.
Good karma.
You think it was God trying to teach me a lesson? I know.
I don't know. I was a little hopeful on that last part, man. Them numbers was red, but hey.
You think my spirit, God, was like, you're going to sit there and you're going to just suffer. This is suffer.
This is your karma.
I'm telling you, man, because so we sit through probably on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate the speaker tonight? Okay, I'm gonna rate him a 1. He started firing off. I'm just saying, man.
Do not
I looked around the room, and people can say, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying that," but I looked around the room, dude, and he had lost the crowd from like first joke that wasn't funny. I don't even remember what it was, but it was so bad. Like nobody. I almost started laughing just because I felt bad for the guy. And he goes on and on, 20, 30 minutes over. About just
17 minutes, I was counting.
When he was like, my first wife, and I'm like,
yeah,
you should be wrapping it up right about now.
And then he want to go to the generation line.
That means you got another wife,
my brother, and my mom, and my
so anyway, you know, that's cool that the dude had, you know, the guts to share. And people are probably like listening right now, going, "Corey, I hate you. You can't talk about people like that." Well, that's the thing. I can. No, you weren't there. Do not judge me for saying this, Ricky. You know it was bad. So we sit through this, okay?
I give him a 4.
And see, where I went wrong is I threw my $3 into the raffle. I wanted to win the big money pot. And Ricky, you threw like $3 in too, so you had some skin in the game.
I mean, I had a couple of
Yeah, you had some skin in the game.
We got 6 for 5. You know, hey, it was a good cause. It's a good charitable thing.
I went to that dude, bro.
The same one that said, "Hey, Ricky," when I first came in, that we asked, "Was this the 7 o'clock meeting?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was him.
All right. Well, good for him. I'm glad that.
I mean, we was in the right place.
All right, so we had skin in the game.
Skins.
So that's where we messed up. That's where we made a mistake. We should have not been greedy. We should.
But the initial was to throw the 2 into the basket.
I got greedy with it.
Yeah, you did.
I told you I don't win stuff like that. Like, God's not gonna let that happen to me.
See,
bro.
But what if we would have just took 1 ticket apiece?
I would still have $2, and so would you.
No, because I was buying them. I was buying the 2. I was buying 1 for me, 1 for you, for the coins.
I know. Okay, so I would have still had my $3.
Yeah,
this is what would have happened. I would have left. I would have been like, dude, we're not staying for this. Because at the end, okay, so we sit through this wonderful time and speaker. And again, don't judge me for saying this, because I'm saying stuff that people were thinking, and I'm just saying it. So you can hate on me if you want.
No hate here.
You can feel my pain and go, Corey, I've been there exactly. I wish I could say some stuff like that, because this is just straight up truth. This is how I'm feeling. I'm just getting it out. This is what I do. It's my release.
Vent away.
So, and keep in mind, I mean, we're in Gaylord, Michigan.
Gaylord.
Mm-hmm. So, little country. Well,
it's
hell
tourist.
We're going to say some country, because at the end, if you've been to an AA meeting, you know that you stand up at the end. And
Serenity.
Yep, Serenity, or, Lord's Prayer, whatever. And, no, not tonight.
Not tonight.
No, we're going to end in the usual fashion. When he said that, I was like, oh, hell no. And all of a sudden the DJ hits it. Have another drink at the bar, or whatever it was. I don't know.
Yeah,
so, what song was it? You were singing along, Ricky.
Have one more drink. One more drink.
Yeah.
I've been there. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. It was a good country song.
It's not a good country song. It sucked, and it made me want to drink. I was like, "What?" Because it's like, I lost my wife in the beer, and I'm like, I wish I had a wife.
Halfway through the song.
I've never been married, dude. Because of the look on my face. I looked over at the dude.
You were killing me.
There was a dude and a woman just straight up laughing at me, because they could see. Apparently, I don't hide my facial expressions.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And I was just in disgust. And then I got a guy over to my right, he's squeezing the living. Like, I was like, dude, what do you do with that hand, bro? I mean, my hand was like,
Little
bro.
quagmire, giggity.
And then when that chick like butted in between us and broke the chain, I was like, there's my chance. I'm
Like,
gonna run.
thank you.
But I couldn't, Ricky, because I had that $3. I had the skin in the game, so I couldn't just run.
Hey, man, I was with you. I came with, right?
And you drug me here, bro.
Hold on, back up. I made the let's go face when it first broke. I made the let's go face.
You said the let's go. See, you were saying let's go during the dude's speech or during his little talk.
Man, he went over the mark. He went over the marker. He was over the marker by like 50.
And then kept going. And then
didn't look like he was letting
when
up.
he was like 2 minutes to 9 and he whips out his sheet and goes, let's see where I'm at in here.
Yeah, like,
dude, I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah,
I knew.
I stepped out for a moment.
I mean,
I needed some air.
The girl I was like sending messages to, she stopped messaging me, so I'm like, oh no, like, I'm stuck here now. I have nothing.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
get out words with friends, but I can't because I was Sprint service.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
But no, it was good though. I might be over exaggerating, but I'm not.
No,
I mean, you probably would think I would be, but
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm like a light sense of that. My 2 tats.
But yeah, you were scaring me though when you started singing along to that country song at the end.
Man, I've been up here a while. What can I say? I like every. I'm like a connoisseur of all genres. You know what I'm saying?
Where you from?
Originally I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
601, the SIP.
When did you move up here?
To Gaylord or
Gaylord?
I moved to Gaylord in 2004.
Okay. When did you move to Michigan?
I moved to Michigan in October of 95.
Okay. And you're 35.
No, I'm 36. That big 6, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so you've been up here for quite a while.
Quite a while.
And you're in recovery.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you got your 93-day chip.
Woo, woo.
So, when did you start using drugs and stuff like that? Like, probably young, right?
First time I ever used, I was 12. I believe. I mean, a lot of people don't really think about it. To me, my first drug was a cigarette.
Cigarettes.
I first got a head rush at like 12. I was like, even though I coughed and it tastes horrible, it was just the feeling of difference. It was a different feeling. I followed up, and that was when I came from Mississippi. I was in Detroit at the time. I followed up with a beer. I remember the old St. Ives. And then from there was weed. Yeah. And that was seemingly a never-ending story with that. But yeah, that's how I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm. And then you did it, and it was fun at first. It was good times. And then
No. I don't want to tell you that. It was not fun. At the time, honestly, I wanted to fit in. You know what I mean? So I was willing to put up with things I wasn't comfortable with.
Okay.
I ain't nobody like sitting and talking to the porcelain god. I did that a lot. Wasn't a big fan of alcohol, but hey, everybody else was doing it. I didn't like the way weed made me feel because I was constantly head spinning, and I was, but yeah, it wasn't the best time, but I got used to it.
Okay. So, when would you say, or maybe what drug, like really grabs you when you were like, ooh, like now that's a good feeling right there.
Okay, I mean,
like, when did that addiction set in? Like, when did that? Do you remember? Or?
Yeah, I can remember. It was 2004. 2004, I had moved to Gaylord. No, late 2004, 2005. No, not yet.
Thanks, Brandon.
I had got with a bunch of friends, and at the time, man, ecstasy was a big thing. Ecstasy was very big, and I tried ecstasy, man, and it blew my world back. I mean, I don't want to glorify it as the most, but it was one of the best experiences that I had that drug me right in, and it was a combination of other drugs and too that, marijuana, drinking, but you could tell that the ecstasy had a more potency, more heavier feel than all the other substances that I had. And that's when I would say addiction set in for real, like, you know, because it wasn't one time we going on sprees of this. We're not doing it just once to, oh, we have fun with it.